Get Gutsy, episode number 154 on what season are you in? Welcome to Get Gutsy. I'm your host, Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to be on this journey with you. A cutting edge show blending business and spirituality, Get Gutsy serves up a potent blend of stories, lessons, and tips to help you make a massive impact in the world through your soul's work and your inspired life. No more going it alone, no more excuses. The world needs more brave women saying yes to leadership. Are you with me? Good. Let's get gutsy now. Hey there. Welcome back to Get Gutsy. Exciting news, exciting news. If you've been a listener for some time, thanks for being on this journey with me. And if you're new, hey, awesome to have you too. Listen, we are doing something new here in the land of Get Gutsy, in the Get Gutsy galaxy, and that is we are starting to publish episodes on Fridays. Hooray, 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 hooray. Now, these episodes are going to sound different than the episodes you have been used to on the show, and that's because they are originally airing on Facebook. I have started a Facebook live show on my Facebook page, which is called Jenny Fennig. Please come over and like my page and come check out what I'm doing over there. And these episodes are airing every Wednesday on my page at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. And then what we're doing is we're pulling the audio out of each episode and publishing it here on Get Gutsy. It's a way that I can reach my amazing audience in different ways and kind of breathe some freshness into what I'm doing in my work. And I wanted to let you know what's happening, and so you can know and not be like, wait, what's happening here? I wanted to give you a sense of what we're doing. The name of my Facebook live show is Jam with Jenny, which I'm super pumped about. And yeah, then we're airing the episodes here on the podcast. So if you like listening to audio and you want to just keep following along this way, then just know we've got these episodes for you every Friday. And if you're vibing on video and Facebook Live and you want to come catch me live, then come over to my Facebook page and plug in every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. There was something else that I wanted to share with you. Yes, every show is topic based, and so the theme of this particular episode that you're going to be listening to today is what season are you in? I am really pumped to share these thoughts with you. And some of the points that I touch on: honoring the season that you're in, stop resisting what is, planting seeds, harvesting, clearing, resting, knowing your cycle, taking inspired action in your sacred work, and getting maximum traction from your content creation efforts. I know that you are a gutsy leader of wisdom. You are on a mission. And so what I'm putting out here is with the love and intention behind it of helping you move to the next level in your work. Absolutely. Listen, when this goes live, I want to make sure you know that we are opening up enrollment for a super, super short window of time for my coach certification program. We're doing an early bird rate. And if you have been wanting to become a coach, if you want me to be your guide on that, go to coachtrainingschool.com. Check out what we have, and if you feel called, apply and take that next step. You got it. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for being here on this Get Gutsy journey. Thanks for tuning into this next level called Jam with Jenny. My encouragement for you is to keep experimenting, keep playing with ideas, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and be willing to follow the nudges that are inside of you. Follow that intuition, trust that, and go for it. So with that, I turn you over to this next episode and enjoy. What season are you in? Hey everyone, Jenny here. Come on in. Welcome to the first episode of my brand new Facebook Live show. It's called Jam with Jenny, because I'm Jenny, so we're going to jam, and that's what we doing.
I'm so excited to have this ongoing show. We're going to be broadcasting live every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. And for those of you who follow my podcast or been listening for some time, we're going to take the audio from this show and drop it into the podcast. So however you're listening today, I am so excited that you're listening. My intention with this show, with Jam with Jenny, is to have this really beautiful place where we can connect and I can serve you. I can talk about things that I'm excited about. I can share ideas and lessons learned and be real with you about wounds that I have gotten on this path of being a spiritual coach, a teacher, a mother, a wife, a woman, a human, all of it. So if you're plugging in today, regardless of whether if you're on our Facebook Live, if you're watching live or you're watching this by replay, I hope that you make comments here in the chat. And then if you go listen to this on the podcast, just take it in and allow this time that we spend together on these Jam with Jenny sessions to be your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, that sacred act that I know that you engage in every day, because I know I do. I have my tea with me right here. It's that pause, that reflection time, that place where you can say, let me take a breath and let me reassess. Let me have what I call some quiet time. Even though you're listening to my words, my intention is that these episodes, these sessions, these jams that we have together allow you to further commit to your path, further commit to this quest that you are on to go out and fulfill your greatest potential, to go in and what I call cash in on your calling. So the way that I'm designing this show is that it is a topic-based show. Every week, it'll be a different theme. There'll be certain weeks that might resonate more with you than others. And today, our theme is, what season are you in? What season are you in? Just going to move this around. This is my office too, by the way. And isn't my mug cute? Get Gutsy, Get Gutsy. That has been my rally cry for a few years now. I have a book by the same title, obviously the podcast. And so I have my cool mug, Get Gutsy. And every time I drink out of it, I just feel good. I feel confident. I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am not going to worry about shit that doesn't matter. Honestly, a lot of it doesn't matter. And I am going to stay grounded on my path. I am going to run my own race. I am not going to compare myself with others. I am not going to get down on myself and just question my own potential, question my own worth, which, raise your hand if you've ever questioned your own worth, your own intelligence, or your own ability to do all those things that you want to do in this world. So, that is what I'm offering to you, is that reminder of your innate power, your innate intelligence. And especially for the women in my community, which they're about 99% of my community, are you wonderful women. And we've got a few good men who tend to love my work as well. And I'm always like, if you're a guy who is not threatened by all of us powerful women, then come on in. But I want to simply remind my women out there that you are still alive because you have a huge contribution to make in the world. It's hiding. I'm going to do some cool stuff today on our Jam with Jenny. I want to talk to you about what season are you in? And then I want to tell you that I pulled a card. I pulled an oracle card for you all today. And it's great to see all of our live viewers right now. Hi, everybody. It's so awesome. This was an idea I had a few months back. And I have to say, I was inspired by a woman, y'all probably know her, Danielle Laporte. As I'm speaking to you right now, I'm going to be interviewing her tomorrow. She is a guest teacher for our coaching school. And I've also opened up the invitation to several other leaders in my community. And so there's about 50 leaders in my community coming on tomorrow. I'm doing an event with Danielle, bringing her on, and we're calling it Soul of Service, which is the name of one of her chapters of her book. Well, a few weeks back now, maybe about 6 weeks back, 8 weeks back, I did a private coaching call with Danielle. And wow, in that 30 minutes, the clarity that I received from her just blew me away. And it was a result of that call that the idea for this show really downloaded into me. I realized that I wanted to, touch more lives with my message. I wanted to do these types of connections because I really vibe on live gatherings, although we're not in the same physical room together. I love seeing you here. I love being able to see your comments in the chat. So y'all who are here on Facebook Live, please do, share emojis, share comments, and I'm happy to take your questions too as I move through this material. All right. So it was through that conversation with Danielle, which really does show the power of having a coach or a mentor, just somebody who is further along the journey, who can inspire you and help you fine tune your plan or your roadmap, that I realized, wow, I want to have these weekly connection times with you. And then we're going to publish it on my podcast. And that's called Getting Maximum Mileage from Your Content. So I want you all who are content creators here, or creators in general, to be really wise about how you are touching your people, how you are putting out your work, how your message is getting spread, because this is just the imperative right now. It is so crowded right now on the internet. It's crowded on Facebook. It's crowded on the podcast airwaves. It's crowded on really any social media channel. And it can feel like everyone is saying the same things, although they're not. We have our unique way of saying it, that you really must be intelligent about getting your work out there. I believe that you all are sacred messengers. I'm a sacred messenger. We have sacred work to do, and we need to honor the season that we're in, okay? When we don't honor the season that we're in, we suffer, and the people around us suffer. You can comment it in the chat if you'd like, and just claim some of those hats that you wear. Wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, partner, romantic partner, mother, grandmother, aunt, like whatever your thing is, entrepreneur, like what are some of those hats that you wear? We need to understand that because we are in certain seasons. For those of us with young children like I am in a season of that, right? I have these young kids. It's going to be very different for me and what my work is going to look like when my kids are grown and out of the house. That seems like a lifetime away from me, although I know eventually it will happen, and I'm not in any rush for it to happen because I'm having so much fun now, even though it is really freaking hard. All right. And so for those of you who are in a season with young children, or you're an empty nester, or you're just starting your business, it's like a brand new startup concept, you've got to understand that season and really work with it, okay? When we resist, when we get pissed because it's like, I can't believe I'm in this season, then we're working against the flow of the universe. We're working against what is. Yes, and thanks for those shares, and y'all keep them coming so you can really see who is in this community. So for me, my particular season is, yes, I'm a mom of 3 young children. I have an 8, 6, and 3-year-olds, okay? 8, 6, and 3 are my 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And not only are they young, right, but I'm homeschooling my 2 boys. This was not something that I ever set out to do. It was not a goal of mine, but now we're here, and wow, I'm in that season. And so prior to me doing this Jam with Jenny episode with you, I was with my boys and I was teaching them, and it was really fun. It was like super creative, and I was showing my oldest boy how to write a thank you card and how to address the envelope, like real life skills. And then I shift into being with you all and serving my audience. After I have this time with you here on Facebook, or those of you who are going to listen to my podcast, I am going to serve my mastermind clients in Glow and have this coaching call and hear what's going on with them and be able to guide and course correct and answer their questions. Then I'm being interviewed for a podcast. Then I have a call with my virtual assistant who's amazing and really helps keep this business moving and grooving. And she's the one who will take the audio from this and turn it into the podcast, not me. And so for me, having this season of young kids, homeschooling, yet my business is growing. I've been in business for almost 10 years now. I've got to really work with all those elements, work with all of those energies to ensure that everything that I care about continues to get nurtured. Okay? So for you, what is it that you are caring about right now? What is it that you are committed to nurturing? And are those entities, are those beings, are those babies, are those just beautiful creations full of so much potential, are they getting the TLC that they need and deserve? If not, what are you willing to do about it? You must be willing to make some change. So, when you're thinking about this whole seasonality piece, are you planting seeds right now? Are you basking in the harvest of all those seeds you have been planting through the years? Are you doing some clearing and decluttering, right? Clearing out the land, clearing out the space, because there's just too much stuff in there that is distracting you and pulling you away from what you want to plant, okay, into the earth. Are you in a season of rest? I know many people have come into my world. They go through a period where they really need to rest because their health gets thrown off. Maybe they're caring for some elderly parents or some kids who are in a certain situation. Maybe they're in a place where they just got hit with a catastrophe or trauma. Think about everyone who is dealing with these recent hurricanes that have been coming through the United States especially, right? And there are natural disasters happening all around the world. And so we have to be looking at what season are we in? I was thinking about this when we were dealing with all the hurricanes, right? And if you listen to my podcast, this week I spoke about this in my episode with Carly Hope. Great episode. It's called Embrace a Model of Bespoke Clients, a bespoke model of soulmate clients. And I was talking about, I do intros for each podcast. I was talking about how I really want hurricane season to be over. I'm done. I don't even live in Florida or Texas. All right. And, Georgia, and I know South Carolina and, the Caribbean. I don't even live down there, but I feel those places, and I'm done with hurricane season. I don't want it to be here anymore because it's hurting people and it's just causing a lot of trouble. But I can't change the fact that it's hurricane season right now, right? And if you're in a particular season right now, you can't change the fact that that's the season that you're in. My kids aren't automatically going to be grown. And I have to tell you, when my oldest last year just refused to go to his school that we had him in, I resisted that like gangbusters. And I was like, no, you're going back there. And I was resisting what is instead of surrendering to where we are and what I am meant to experience. He is meant to experience how he was best going to thrive in an educational environment. And as soon as I could surrender to that season, so I want you to think about when's the last time you surrendered? What are you resisting? What are you pushing back on instead of embracing and saying, what am I meant to learn from this season, from this experience, from this lesson? Yes? I also want you to honor your cycles. Not only are we in seasons, we're in cycles. We're in cycles of, mass creation. We're in those cycles of needing to hibernate and just kind of curl up in a ball. And for us women, this is often connected to our menstrual cycle. Okay? I have one particular client, and it's like clockwork. She just really feels it very, very deeply in that cycling time. Okay? And so so cozy, so up in your own business on how you roll and what season you're in and what cycle you're in. Once you do this, once you know yourself, you're going to be able to create so much more in your business and in the sacred message that you are here to share. If you work against this, I see it so many times, you know, people like work against the seasons, against their cycles to create this thing that they think is going to bring them happiness and success. And then they get that outward view of success, what looks really shiny on the outside, but then things are imploding. They lose their health, their relationships fall apart. All right. They lose the love of the work because it just becomes drudgery, and they've built this Frankenstein machine of crazy, and they lose the freedom that they initially went into business to create for themselves. Y'all feel what I'm saying here? And so don't try to keep up with the internet Joneses when it goes against how you're wired, what cycle you're in, what season you're in. I want you all to be creating what is real and true for you. That is the work that I am here to do with my people. Absolutely. So I want to tell you about 2 actions that I invite you to take today. And then I'm going to do a card reading for you from this awesome card deck that I recently got my hands on. It's called Sacred Rebels, and it's by a woman named Alana Fairchild. It's a great deck, and I pulled a card specifically for today's Jam with Jenny session on what season are you in. I'm really excited to share it with you because when I pulled it, I was like, oh God, this is good. So hold on for that. The first is I am leading a really awesome challenge. Y'all have probably seen challenges, especially on Facebook. I have led so many challenges over the last few years. And this is an evolution from former challenges that I have led. And it's called the High Vibe Challenge. And the purpose of this challenge is to spend 7 days together helping more people with your sacred work. Raise your hand if you want to do that. Do you want to help more people with your sacred work? If so, I'm going to invite you to sign up for the High Vibe Challenge. We have a lot of people who've already signed up, and a lot more will be signing up. I am working with a great Facebook ads team, and we are spreading the message about the High Vibe Challenge. You're probably seeing them on Facebook right now. If so, come on in and spread the word to the people in your world who want to have an amazing 7 days together. The High Vibe Challenge, you can get your hands on being a part of this. Go to jennyfenig.com/vibe. That's jennyfenig.com/vibe. I am going to type that into the chat so you can get in on that action. All right, there you go. High Vibe Challenge is going to be fantastic. Writing prompts every day, motivation, more Facebook Lives, Q&A, like this community of go-getters and ambitious leaders who are totally plugged into their spiritual path, and you want just a really beautiful container to do your work. All right. And so the High Vibe Challenge is where it's at, jennyfenig.com/vibe. The other action, and how am I breaking this down for you? Some of you here don't yet know exactly, how to take all those gifts and talents inside of you and have something to sell. Okay. I basically work with people in 2 ways. One is to train you to become a coach, which is what I did 10 years ago, was realize like, oh my God, these gifts I have is this thing called coaching. And holy crap, I didn't realize I could just do this and have this be my job. And so I trained to become a coach so many years ago. And then I started my own coaching school because I realized that there was a major need in the market. And so for those of you who know you have these really beautiful gifts, but you need to get more skills and tools, kind of polish it all and put it into this package that you can sell out in the market, then you want to check out my coaching school. And I'm going to invite you to hop on our wait list because tomorrow, which is Thursday, we are going to be opening up a very short early bird enrollment window. We're going to save $1,000 on tuition for our next class, which begins in January in 2018. So if you've always wanted to become a coach or just recently been like, I think I want to do that. The thing about our school is we train spiritual coaches to make a difference and a great living. And so you can hop on the wait list at coachtrainingschool.com. And, once we open it up, you can check it out. And if it's a fit for you, you can apply and we will see if you're a fit and we can take that next step. So that's coachtrainingschool.com. So I'm really committed to helping you figure out how to take all those gifts and turn them into something that is sellable in the market. And then once you're doing that, once you're already like, okay, I'm selling some stuff and I'm loving it, but I need help to really cash in on this calling. I want to expand the mission. I want to go bigger. I know I'm here for greatness, and I want to take what I'm already doing and I want to exponentially grow it. I want to earn more money. I want to make a bigger impact, all that. That's the other piece that I do with my work. And so those of you who sign up for the challenge, you are going to then hear about my mastermind, which is called Glow. It is just extraordinary. That's the call that I have coming up in just a few minutes. And these are the go-getters of the world, very spiritual yet ambitious. And, we band together with me as your guide to do extraordinary work together, to let go of the excuses, let go of the upper limits, break through, and dazzle the world with the gift that you are here to share. And so I wanted to just kind of let you know what I've got brewing right now. Thank you for being a part of our What Season Are You In? First episode of Jam with Jenny. And then now I want to share with you this oracle card that I pulled for you. And again, any comments, any questions, just drop them into the chat. I will loop back here every week and kind of see what's going on. Love you up, check in, just kind of get a pulse of what's happening right here in our community. I am all about building community, leading this tribe of gutsy leaders of wisdom. That's what you are. To your ultimate destination, which is you fulfilling your mission through your sacred work. So when I was looking for a new deck of oracle cards, I was just kind of looking around at what's available. And when I saw this deck, I gasped. They're called Sacred Rebels. And I love the word sacred and I love the word rebel. So, I'm in. And I want to give a shout out to Alana Fairchild. This is her creation. And I know she has, the artwork is beautiful. The artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. And today, in preparation for being together, I pulled a card. And the cool thing is, as you can see, like the cover art is this image. Okay, it's on the back of every card. And the card I picked for today is this, which is kind of trippy. Because the deck is still relatively new. I pulled some cards for myself and for clients, and I had yet to pull this card. So it's called Legacy of Light. That's this card, Legacy of Light, and it's number 7, which is very significant to me because 7 is my favorite number. So we in a good place, aren't we? Number 7, Legacy of Light. If you're watching, I want to hear, what's your favorite number? Type it in the chat. Tell me what your favorite number is. I always like to know that. Isn't it funny that we have a favorite number? It's like, we have a favorite number, -7. I love 7. Okay, so here's the message for you. You are being asked to honor the legacy of light that is your sacred birthright. Take nourishment and support from those that have come before you. Your ancestral lines, not only in blood, but also in spirit. Perhaps these are the beings that have inspired and motivated you to live as a sacred rebel from your heart and with belief in yourself. The more you are nourished by this legacy of light from your past, the more you become a bearer of the legacy for those that will be supported by your light in the future. This is a sacred endowment from the great universal source of light to humanity. It is the light of wisdom, creativity, radical courage, love, and respect that is passed down from the heart of each generation to the next. The legacy of light is your special birthright to refine and shine your essence in the world, to be like a sun, radiant and unapologetic of your nature. Take that in, unapologetic of your nature. The oracle of legacy of light comes to you when you need confirmation that a creative choice you are making or have made or soon will make is one that is in alignment with your sacred purpose and spiritual path of healing and growth. The legacy of light cannot be ignored without some detriment to your sense of well-being. If you were asking about a particular question and drew this card, then part of the answer to your question is that the issue at hand is one of utmost importance to your spiritual growth, even if it seems like a relatively insignificant question. The energy around this matter is relevant to your sacred birthright to shine. Perhaps you need to trust more, to know that all is well no matter what appears to be, and ask for help and believe that you deserve to receive it. The legacy of light also asks you to call on the unconditionally loving support that exists for you every day. This light will offer you all manner of assistance. To not call upon it is like starving because you believe you have no means to acquire food, whilst a feast lays before your eyes, if only you would partake of it. Perhaps you worry that you are asking too much of those who wish to assist you. However, this is a mistaken belief. Those beings of unconditional love who assist us spiritually each day need to shine just as we do. When they are embraced for their purpose to assist with the spiritual growth of humanity through unconditional love, they too become a part of the legacy of light, shining bright with love and helping to illuminate the world. Although you may doubt your goodness at times, and being human does mean there will be some very dark moments on your path, this oracle affirms that you are coming from love with the pure intention to simply live your life and do your best in the circumstances in which you find yourself. You are asked to avail yourself of the help that is awaiting your request so that your own light can become a part of the greater shining legacy of divine brilliance made manifest upon the earth. If you are involved in a group project, this oracle is asking you to stay true to the heart of why you began working together in the first place and to seek assistance, protection, and guidance from a source that loves all of you unconditionally. Finally, if you need a jolt to recognize that you are a creative being entitled to explore your ingenuity, perhaps through taking a class, maybe like the High Vibe Challenge, like I mentioned to you, or pursuing your own artistic interests at home, this oracle brings the particular guidance that, yes, this is part of your life path, and you are encouraged to take it further. There we go. And for those of y'all who want to become coaches, maybe your class is my coaching school, right? So legacy of light, legacy of light. There it is. I have this, I actually have a huge light in front of me, which shines, I turn on during my videos. So you see that reflection a little bit. Legacy of light. Isn't that cool? So it's like maiden, woman, crone. It's like a baby, right? A small child. Isn't that a cool photo? So it's like kind of that triad, that trinity. Yeah. So legacy of light. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope that this first jam with Jenny just was so awesome and fun. And if you like the oracle readings, let me know. And it seems like that resonated with you. I will continue experimenting and playing with ways to serve you on these live streams. I am always about trying things and, you know, just keeping it fresh and keeping it real. And I'm so, so grateful for those of you who, you know, have been with me for quite some time or are new to my community. I see many of you here right now. I just, you know, shout outs to all of you. I'm loving you up. And come and hang with me every Wednesday at 12:30 Eastern, okay? If you miss this live, you can always watch the replay. And with that, I look forward to seeing you in the High Vibe Challenge. For those of you who are called to my coaching school, I see a lot of my students and graduates here. Go to coachtrainingschool.com, hop on our wait list. High Vibe Challenge is jennyfennig.com/vibe. And keep your eyes open for my mastermind for those of you who are clear on what you're here to do and you want that sacred support to take it to another level, then you're just going to be really jazzed when you see what I have for you. I'm evolving my mastermind from how it's been in the past. And I'm just so pumped to have this opportunity to go on this next chapter with you. I'm very clear on what my mission is, and I wouldn't be able to do it without y'all believing in what you're here to do. So thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you very, very soon, and certainly on the next Jam with Jenny. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Get Gutsy as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. Are you responsible for leading and growing your spiritual business? If so, I have a free tool for you that will help you spread your message like wildfire. It's called the Sacred Marketing Puzzle, and it's a one-page PDF guide that simplifies the often mysterious and confusing world of marketing. When you use sacred marketing tools to amplify your message, you'll provide huge value to your tribe and grow your business. What are you waiting for? Go to jennyfennig.com/puzzle to get yours instantly. That's jennyfennig.com/puzzle. Gutsy leaders, unite.